Welcome to another despicable, somewhat short episode of the apocalypse, because I just don't know what to say anymore. You are aware of the plan. I've made you aware before they made you aware. Concentration camps for you, roundups, arrests of liberals, mass Gestapo immune, that are able to murder you right on the street, on camera. We all see it, and they get whisked away to safety, and they get a reward of $1 million in a GoFundMe. Concentration camps outside the US as well, just like Adolf Hitler. Same thing. Surveillance state, you know that's coming as well, no matter what you do, or say, or boycott. Still going to happen. Your military deployed against you. There will be no more elections in any way, shape, or form. If they have the facade or theater of elections, they will not be legitimate by a damn sight. America is over. The world is over. We are now moving into the time. We are in the time of the devil, of his Antichrist. It is their time. And their time is short, and their time is measured out exactly by the man. Then he deals with them. Donnie will ask you for your worship. You'll be asked to worship an image of Donnie. It will be a dystopian nightmare, as it already is. It will only get worse. Until the man stops it. Armageddon, the whole thing, son. So you know the plan, you know where we're going, you know where we are. So I don't really know what to say anymore, but I saw this today and I had forgotten. I knew Donnie's father, Fred Christ Trump, was named Fred Christ Trump. I did not know that when I worked for Donnie at a casino many years ago. I never met the man. He came through a couple times. I saw him from a distance. Had no idea what he was then. I knew he was scum, but isn't almost every CEO? Honestly. But I did not know his father's name was Christ, middle name. I did not know his grandmother's middle name was Christ. Actually, I guess that would be her maiden name. For her parents had the last name Christ. And not only that, I either forgot or I never learned this information. I knew the name Christ in Fred Christ Trump came from the grandmother. But I'm not sure if I was aware back then, 10 years ago, when Donnie really came on the scene, that her parents had the last name Christ. Son, I must say, this is like a bad version of The Omen or something. The Antichrist comes from a family whose last name were Christ, and then they wove that name into middle names. The Antichrist's father had the middle name legitimately, legally, Christ. The Antichrist's father's mother had the last name Christ. So did her father and her mother. And again, son, that is not all. Can you bloody believe it? Again, it's like a bad version of The Omen. If I had written this in a script, His great-grandparents had the last name Christ. Therefore, their daughter had the last name Christ. Anna Maria Christ and Philip Christ were the mother of Elizabeth Christ Trump. Anna Maria, you say? We had to get the Virgin Mother's name in there as well, huh? Huh, little imp? Always mockery. Always false. For these cunts, all the way back to their beginnings, were absolute trash. Vile, abominable trash. Look them up. You'll see what I'm saying. So it would only make sense that they would literally turn out the beast, the Antichrist, the worst trash of all. But again, son, if I had written this in a script and submitted it to a company where his great-grandparents had the last name Christ, therefore their daughter had the last name Christ, and the man's father had the middle name Christ, and he's the Antichrist. Had I written that in a script, they would tell me to fuck off. It's way over the top cliche. You could not think of anything better. And on top of it, they're literal Nazis. And he had Hitler's speeches next to his bed. That would be Donnie. Dreaming of being Adolf Hitler, what he's being right bloody now. Did you think that was the end of the story? The woman died June 6, 1966. Elizabeth Christ Trump, Donnie's grandmother. She died on 6/6/66. Her last name is Christ, her maiden name. Her parents have the last name Christ, as did she. Fred Trump had the middle name Christ. And this line of, let's not go there. What they actually are descended from. Let's just not even do that right now. I don't have the time, honestly. This line with the last name Christ literally spawned the Antichrist, and the man's grandmother died on 6/6/66. Donnie and Jared, co-owners, co-leasers of 666 Fifth Avenue when Donnie was first running for president. And then there's the hand sign, which is a symbol of the movement that got us here. The white supremacist movement. The Nazi movement that's been going on since 1945. In America, it was called right-wing politics. Right-wing grift machine. The American Nazi Party. The American Fascist Party. As the fruit it bore that we are seeing ripen before us. So if I had added to the script that they were Nazis as well, Oz and all of them, they would laugh at me. They would say, my God, this is like a cheap version of The Omen or something, with Nazis thrown in. And they would throw the script in the garbage. Yet that is our reality. Like a bad movie, bad version of The Omen. Again, this Antichrist comes from a literal line of people with the last name Christ. You cannot make this up, that's for sure. Let us continue, for I do not have much time. Mr. Nutlick, who said he was not about Epstein. Here's the man in the blue shirt there behind Mr. Epstein. And, curious, we do not see Mr. Nutlick's family anywhere nearby. For that was the go-to move for Mr. Nutlick and others. Donnie all the time. I saw his whole family's names on many flight logs they shouldn't have been on. So that's the big move with Donnie and Nutlick. They bring their family on the flight or they put them on the logs. And then years later when they're questioned, Justin, I went with my family. No, you did not, Mr. Nutlick. And I don't care if they were in the next room. I still know what you and Pedo Jeff were doing. And I still know, even though Donnie brought his family allegedly, the logs show, I still know what Pedo Donnie and Pedo Jeff were doing. The family's meaningless. You can't ditch your family. My God, rich men are experts at it. It's all they do is ditch their families. To bowl other women, whatever. These just happen to be pedophiles. Mr. Nutlick, Mr. Epstein, and Donnie. So one more time, and that's not the end of the story either. The Department of Justice took this picture down. Luckily, there are other places cataloging everything the second it goes up. One of them is called Gmail, and I believe you can still find this picture there. That's why I'm afraid personally to delete all the shots I have everywhere. I have thousands of screenshots that will disappear in the future from the internet. I hope you understand that. They are rewriting history. They always were for 10 years. Again, they need the fact that they attempted a coup. The majority of the right-wing grift machine in this country aligned themselves with the Russian KGB agent named Vlad, betrayed our country, staged a coup. They need that out of the history books, son. So shots like this will disappear forever. And the Department of Justice just took this down. They said it falls under the nudity category. Do you see any nudity there? I'm sure there will be later, or there was just before, but not in this bloody picture. That is their excuse. That is their lie for taking it down. The nudity reminds me of YouTube and community guidelines and vagaries. I saw another man's video. He posted the whole thing with YouTube. Got a copyright strike. They listed every detail of it. With me, they just send a vagary. Your shit got taken down due to harassment. La fuck you. That's all I get. But that's the point, isn't it? And don't worry, adjudicated criminals. I am certain now. I can feel it more every day. That someone else will have their finger over the censorship button. When it is your turn to speak, And it couldn't happen to nicer people. The cubicle workers as well. It will be a great time. You cannot fathom it, but son, it is inevitable. Enjoy and thank you for your attention to this matter. So one more time. Mr. Nutlick, family nowhere bloody to be seen, and big Mr. Epstein right in front. There, so Nutlick is a pedo. Now it is confirmed. Thank you, whoever released this. For the DOJ has now taken it down. Breaking. Rothschild Group CEO Ariane de Rothschild under investigation for Epstein connection. Uh-oh. We read her emails. My God. She's abominable. She's vile. The fallout continues. The Telegraph reports that Baroness Ariane de Rothschild is urging clients not to abandon the Edmund de Rothschild Group over her Epstein connections. Before I read the rest of this, take a look at this woman. I find it highly ironic that these people, and most of them look just like this, think they're special, above anyone, think they're of superior genetics, think they're royalty, think they are elite. Honey, if I look like this, I wouldn't be thinking I was elite in any way, shape, or goddamn form. And I'd be saying to myself, you know what? My superior genetics fucking suck. Because I look like a goddamn Sasquatch. The irony, people. People that look like this think they're above anyone. My God, what a monster. I wouldn't want to see this in a dark fucking alley, son. It'd give me the heat. I'd be like, hit you like a goddamn slap in the face. This is a picture of an elite. Praise Jesus, I'm not an elite. This is the thing. Quasi-fucking-modo. Talking about getting rid of the poor and they're going to do this and do that and do this and do that and like we're animals and shit. Really, honey? Really? That's who, you know, casually emails back and forth with Mr. Epstein on how they're going to handle the masses, and they make jokes about it and shit. Honey, you should have been handling a whole bunch of other things. I can tell just by looking at you. You shouldn't have been so focused on, you know, hurting the peasants and shit for the devil. Because the devil got you looking like this, honey. Holy fucking shit when I saw this person. Picturing her casually laughing, sending emails back and forth with the most prolific sex trafficker of our age, pedophile. Because he wasn't just a sex trafficker. These were children. I'm talking small children. I'm talking 14, 15, and that's not acceptable either. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying we're talking straight children here as well in the mix with all this. And it's known, and it's shared, and it's celebrated, and it's a religion with these people. Not to mention molding culture, hurting the masses in certain directions, you know, like towards the devil, towards pedophilia. Moving the Overton window, right, Pete? Towards pedophilia, right, Pete? That's Greasy Pete. Back to this. I'm sorry to give you nightmares by looking at that thing. The Telegraph reports Baroness Ariane de Rothschild is urging clients not to abandon the Edmund de Rothschild group over her Epstein connections. I mean, what's a little pedophilia and, killing the masses? I mean, I thought we all do it. Insisting he was a business acquaintance and that her exchanges were taken out of context. No, they weren't, honey. There is no context. Your emails are the context. Amazing, these people again. Amazing. No, the context is just fine. You know what's not fine? You, honey. I read some of those emails that you wrote, honey. Context ain't going to help you. And you are exactly what people have said you were over the years. This elite person making plans with Jeff to fuck with the masses. As if we're sheep. Meanwhile, look at you. I'm sure it was hard for you to make friends, honey. That's why you had to make friends with him. What the article doesn't mention, the $25 million fee, the DOJ settlement, Kathy Rumler, the formal contract, the charter flight to Geneva, all in federal exhibit record, all reported in February. Epstein's $25 million email. Don't leave me over Epstein links, Baroness de Rothschild urges bank clients. Well, maybe you shouldn't have been, doing that. Can we get an apology? Or just it's out of context. Don't believe your lying eyes. That's what we always get from you people. No apology. Just keep doing business. Please don't abandon me. Go read what Miss Rothschild, use the term Miss loosely, wrote back and forth with Mr. Epstein. And you'll have a whole new perspective on it. Take one last look. These are the people that think they're better than you. Think they have superior genetics. Woo! Ric Flair. Woo! Let me dance the fuck out of here. Away from this bitch. Epstein trafficked these women to Bill Gates. Hear from a survivor. This is a person named Sarah McCune that wrote this next thing I'm going to read. I don't know who she is. I don't know every Epstein victim survivor. I don't know the whole story. This was not a big focus of mine because I was focusing on other things. And I know they're all pedophiles. I've seen the names. I know who's in the files. Then you a pedo. Real simple. I was silenced and attacked after I shared the Epstein list publicly. So here it is again. All my followers have also been removed. Shaking my head. Again, I am an Epstein survivor. My abusers include, but not limited to, Jeff Epstein, Elon Musk, Prince Andrew, Bill Gates, Alan Dershowitz, Kimball Musk, May Musk, Errol Musk, Ghislaine Maxwell, Thomas Webb, Peter Thiel, Mary Webb, a.k.a. Molly Webb, Les Wexner, Edward Bancroft Town III, Lauren Gabriel Ashton, also known as Bass Nectar, Jules and Bianca Mr. Sick. I don't know the last 3 or 4 people there. I don't even know who they are. Jules and Bianca Mr. Sick, that's spelled M-R-S-I-C. And it's Mr. like M lowercase r and then capital S-I-C. Is that a last name that I've never heard of? This person's naming some very high people. And they just straight up saying it. And my God, Bill Gates, man, once the facade dropped, once we learned what he's really been doing, he's going all in now. going straight Nazi. It's real sad to watch. He always did kind of have that look. Mr. Starmer kind of has that look too. Worries me. Bill's a lost cause. I guess Mr. Starmer is too, because he's trying to push the surveillance state in England. I see the ex-Tony Blair's out there pushing the surveillance state hard in a whole new presentation. Digital ID, facial recognition, all of it's in the presentation by Mr. Blair. So I guess he was never a liberal either. I guess Mr. Starmer isn't either. Let's read these names one more time, because eventually we won't be able to read these names. My abusers include, but not limited to, Jeff Epstein, Elon Musk, Prince Andrew, Bill Gates, Alan Dershowitz, Kimball Musk, May Musk, Errol Musk, Ghislaine Maxwell, Thomas Webb, Peter Thiel, Mary Webb, Les Wexner, Edward Bancroft Town III, Lauren Gabriel Ashton, Jules and Bianca Mr. Sick. Holy fuck. They some big names, son. And I'm going to end with this. Let's not even read it. I'm going to show it to you. Donnie's talking about the ballroom and how a judge gave him permission to go ahead and do it, and how great that is, and what it's going to be used for in the future. Donnie would never build something like that for someone else. Just that fact alone should tell you where this is going. Donnie's building a room that takes a few years to build. That means he's not leaving. Donnie got a plane that took a few years to retrofit, a bride plane from Qatar. That means he's not leaving. Donnie's building an arch. That means he's not leaving. As you're losing a farm, as the rest of us are all struggling out here, as the price of everything goes up, rent hasn't been even close to fair in fucking 10 years. This cunt's worry about a ballroom that you're going to pay for. Every penny of it. And again, Adolf Hitler wanted to build an arch and a ballroom. Adolf Hitler used his military against his own people. Adolf Hitler had immune Gestapo-type police. Adolf Hitler had brown shirts agitating the masses. Adolf Hitler locked up all the liberals. Adolf Hitler demonized science, academia, anything liberal, anything that might give people wisdom. He wanted a stupid populace. Like the right-wing grift machine has wanted since 1945. Same thing. Because a stupid populace does what you rubes did. Hand over the empire to a con man owned by a Russian. For now. Wait till he's off the leash. Then it'll really be fun. Probably result in fallout over your goddamn neighborhood, son. And I ain't even fucking kidding. That's what you've done, son. You've given the Christs, Anna Maria and Philip, you've given their progeny the empire, and you're never getting it back. It's the end of America. It's the end of the world. What I forgot about to say about Miss Rothschild, notice how humongous people are ending up before Congress. Mr. Wexner, Miss Rothschild's name's all out there. These enormous names are all out there. Do you know who released that info, Miss Rothschild? On you? Mr. Wexner, on you? The biggest people around the world, Prince Andrew, on you? Do you know who released that info as he had FBI agents redacting him from everything? That's your buddy, Donald Trump, that you wanted in power. Miss Rothschild, Mr. Andrew, all of you. You all wanted Donnie. You got Donnie. Now your name's on blast fucking everywhere. Rothschild, son, you don't get no higher than that. The highest names in the land all around the world are on fucking straight blast. Why? To protect one fat pedophile, the star of the Epstein files. Donnie fucking shitbags. So, Miss Rothschild, Mr. Wexner, all of you, Leon, Thale, all of you, you wanted Donnie? Donnie throws everyone under the bus, and he will use anyone as a sacrificial lamb. Why do you think he let all of your names show in all these documents and not his? He needed some sacrificial lambs. He needed some big names like Rothschild, like Thale, like Musk, etc. to be circulating around so you forget about the biggest name, the fat orange name, motherfucker. So my parting message, Miss Rothschild, Mr. Thale, Mr. Scum, all of you, Mr. Wexner, you wanted Donnie, right? Mr. Gates. Everything about Donnie he ends up taking down or not posting at all or having redacted. Your name all over the place. That was intentional, son. And again, you all wanted this monster. You helped make this monster. You wanted him in power. He gonna drag every one of you cunts right the fuck down with him. Because he needs us all to forget. And he'll use your dumb asses to do it. The most elite people in the world. He needs us all to forget he's a goddamn pedophile. The worst one. The star of the Epstein files. Donnie shitbags. He needs us talking about Rothschild, Gates, etc. Miss Clinton, who didn't even know Epstein. Again, we got a Reich full of goddamn proven pedophiles. We've seen the information, what they allowed us to. And what did we get in the end as a result? Another investigation or questioning of Hillary Clinton, who they've investigated and questioned a million fucking times. Yet the literal star of the Epstein files, fucking pedophile extraordinaire Donnie shitbags, he just keeps on going. No investigation, no question, no cuffs, no nothing. But yay, Rubes, I'm sure it'll save the farm that Hillary Clinton got questioned again today for nothing. It made you feel good, right? Like progress, right? No, you just gotta still lose your goddamn farm, you idiot. Fucking theater for your dumb ass. As the orange head pedophile skates away. As everyone talks about Rothschild, Gates, this person, this elite, this top person. You top people in the world, I tried to warn you, son. I know some of you heard. I know I get special attention paid to me. Oh my God, do I? Trillion-dollar companies write entire rule packages just aimed at me, son. You wanted this monster? You motherfuckers. Rothschild, etc. He gonna throw you all under the bus. He already fucking has. He gonna take you all down with him. He already has. Your name's all over the place for all fucking eternity. Out here begging people not to leave you behind. I tried to warn you people, and I know some of you saw it. You knew better, though, right, Miss Rothschild? Mr. Sundar, Zuckerberg, Musk. Zuck's name's out there now as a pedo. Musk, Rothschild. You all wanted this, son, right? You thought you could control this monster, right? This monster loves sacrificial lambs. And that's what you cunts are, the highest elites on the planet. Donnie's so desperate, he puts a Rothschild on blast. Holy fucking shit. You wanted the monster. You made the monster. You enabled the monster. You got the monster. Now everyone knows your name, and it ain't just conjecture no more. Right in the files, son. You wanted it. You got it. He's going to take you all down with him. Have a wonderful evening.